welcome back to the channel. Just at the gas station and filling up. We're out as usual. You all know how that goes. Now we're on the highway going way under the speed limit because people, once again, don't know how to drive above the speed limit in a safe and normal manner with the flow of traffic. But I was just at the gas station, somebody with a Ram 1500 stopped me, and he just came, he had to pull into the gas station to come take a look at my truck. I mean, his was, he had a 6-inch lift on his 1500, 35, stuff like that. He had the Moto Metal 962s. It was a clean looking truck, but I just love how people like that can take time out of their day to come, stop, you know, talk for a little bit and just be like, dude, I mean, we got similar interests no matter who they are. And just like, it's just awesome to admit that something like something like vehicles can connect people like that. It's just an awesome feeling. All right, guys, this is gonna be a little different here today. We're on our way to Cleveland. Every time I make this trip, I get a lot of people like, dude, I saw you on 71. And it's just awesome. I got viewers message me going the opposite way on the highway, and they're like, dude, I saw your truck. That's the whole point. It's big and green, and that's what that was my goal with this thing. With springtime coming around, a lot of people are gonna wanna be lifting their trucks. I just wanna inform you what pretty much goes into lifting your truck. Moreover, the independent front suspension vehicle trucks, your F-150s, what you will see in this video. It's a Zone Off-Road Products lift on a 19 F-150. But F-150s, Ram 1500s, Silverado 1500s, and also Silverado 25, 3500s. Those trucks with independent front suspension, they're a little more involved than straight axle vehicles like your F-350s, F-250s, Ram 25 and 3500s. My truck, I maybe drilled 3 holes to accommodate the lift kit. The taller you go sometimes, the more that's required, some welding, some more drilling, stuff like that. But as far as independent front suspension vehicles go, most people do not know what's involved. So I'm gonna take about a 5-6 hour job, pour the instructions, and cut it down to about 2 minutes for you guys, and you can see what really goes into lifting those trucks. Alright guys, this is the part that nobody realizes about independent front suspension lift kits, is you gotta cut your frame. This is the cut line on the front, and here's your cut line on the rear. It's simple to describe is this front diff, when you drop that to accommodate the lift, it'll run right into this. So what you gotta do is you gotta cut this off. This is true for Fords, Chevys, and Rams. You're gonna have to cut this to accommodate the drop of this front differential here. Instructions that come with the kit will tell you how far to cut over. This is, I believe, is a 4.5 inches from this. And on the front, they give you some crazy, you know, measurements from every angle to get it right, but they could have just said right after this bend here, that's where you cut this one. So what people don't realize is you have to cut your truck on independent front suspension vehicles, and most of the time on straight axle vehicles you will probably be doing some kind of modification in the sense of drilling, cutting, or somehow you need to modify your truck all the time to accommodate the new brackets and stuff, just so you know the lift can be supported. When your truck is that high, you need support to accommodate the new altitude of your vehicle. Although you are cutting your frame here, support is included in the new lift. You'll see when I get to that point. But although you are technically weakening your frame here, support is you know, that's part of the kit. That's how they're all designed. Is that although you have to weaken, I guess weaken, but you're cutting this much off your frame here, which doesn't really do anything anyway. It just connects this to this, and you're getting a new cross member anyway. But although you are doing that, the lift kits are designed to back this up and add extra support so it can accommodate the lift. If you thought that damage was bad enough, we still need to cut up over and down on this side to still create clearance for this diff to drop. So like I said, there's more cutting to be done. That was just a clearance cut so we could get the diff out a little bit easier. One thing I like to do is come in here and round off these edges just to make it look, you know, make this job look a little more factory, a little more clean. But that in itself, it just looks a whole lot cleaner if you round the edges, like kind of like factory. All right, now here's how it looks all painted with the diff mount hole drilled up here. But as I said, the curved edges just make it look a whole lot cleaner. And yeah, but it just looks a whole lot better if you curve those edges and you know, really take care of it to make it look awesome. Okay, so this is everything bolted back together. This, I was saying, they add reinforcement to back up the, you know, front diff here. But here's the area where we cut, just so you can see for reference how this front differential fits in here now. Obviously, it used to sit up here, but here it is on this side, as you can see there. This is one thing I like about the Zone kit is where you cut, you drill into as the new mount. So you're not cutting off more and then adding a new bracket. You're using where you cut as a mount, so you just drill a hole in the frame itself, and now the diff mounts to that, so that's awesome there. And then obviously your new skid plate, keeping the cross members together. So guys, there you have it. That is pretty much the untold truth about lifting your truck. A lot of people don't tell you gotta cut. A lot of people don't tell you on Chevy 1500s you gotta weld. A lot of people don't tell you have to drill and do stuff like that and modify your vehicle to fit the lift. And most of the time, I mean, obviously independent front, it's to allow the front differential to be lowered. On some other vehicles, it is for added support, drilling holes, welding brackets. Stuff like that is for added support to accommodate the higher altitude, bigger wheels, bigger tires, shifts of, you know, the axle, stuff like that. But a lot of people don't tell you that you need to cut, drill, and modify your truck most of the time. Independent front suspension vehicles, most of the time, it would be extremely, extremely difficult to take that truck back to stock, especially with what you're cutting out. Tundras, man, you are cutting like you see the Fords and the Chevys, the cross member in the rear is bolted on. Tundras, it's one solid piece across. You cut that thing right out. Chevy Colorados, you trim all four pockets. Rams, Silverados, I mean, you're making that cut to drop the diff. Titans, you're making cuts. Most of those trucks will be difficult / very costly to take back to stock, so you're best off once you lift it, which most people will do anyway. Once you lift it, it will be lifted pretty much forever. And if you want your truck lifted, and you know you're gonna keep it lifted for the remainder of the time you will own it, you don't gotta worry about this. You just gotta know that the lift kits are designed to handle the modifications you must make to your vehicle. Like I showed you, that zone kit added extra support behind the differential, a hard skid plate to connect the cross cross members. They are made to add support to your vehicle. So if you just gotta know that if you think you're gonna lift your truck and then a couple years later take it back to stock before you sell it, don't even worry about it, because that will be costly. Now, straight axle vehicles, nonetheless, those are relatively easy to take back to stock. Like my truck, if I took the stock springs, threw them back in, took the drop brackets off, now this truck could be put back to stock, no problem. The straight axle vehicles are a little more forgiving. There might be a few extra holes drilled, like where I re-indexed my passenger spring, but that's no problem. Like I said, I don't want to make this channel like every other channel out there and, you know, buy a truck, build it, sell it, whatever. I want to show you the process of everything. I want to inform you guys. I want to teach you guys, because a lot of people don't tell you this stuff. They go through the motions, they get it done, they take it to shop, get it done, and you just like, oh yeah, you just see the results. And I want to show you guys the grind, the process through it all, no matter what vehicle I'm working on, whether it's my vehicle or not that I'm working on. I want to show you guys how to do things across the board. So I hope you guys appreciate content like this, and not just, I know there's a lot of people down there who just want to see me mod this truck, and trust me, that will always be a part of this channel. And matter of fact, I got mods coming for this truck. You'll be seeing those very soon. I'm gonna give you guys a variety of content, a variety of informative content, and I hope you guys appreciate that, because especially in the position I'm at right now and the ability to, you know, work at the shop like I do, and I can bring you guys crazy and informative content. And I think the video today is almost necessary for lots and lots of you to know. More expensive lift kits, let me just say, sometimes require less cutting than the cheaper ones. So that's just something also to put out there. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.